recouping. Are we live?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. I was recouping, for like almost a week at home just because my sleep schedule. But then I'm at home alone, and I'm going, oh, this kind of sucks. So I'm glad to be working again because it's going to hopefully make the time go faster.
So did you stop in at the store periodically?
No.
No?
I literally said, Tony, I need a check. Can you meet me out back? And no offense to anyone, I just knew if I came in, I wasn't going to leave.
All right.
So I was super sneaky until Saturday, where we had our party. It was fun. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
We're back.
We're live.
Josh is here, back again. We're so happy.
I'm happy to be back. So we were just talking about it. It was very bittersweet, but I'm super happy to be back. And
bittersweet is leaving your family behind, or
yes, leaving China because I just love it there.
Do you?
Everything, the people, the culture, the food.
Those pictures.
I posted some pictures, and I knew people were gonna go like, and it's like, oh, live a little. But the food is phenomenal, and Shan is not very brave when it comes to food, so I'm definitely more adventurous. But no, just I love it there. But yes, leaving. I've never been away from Casper for more than like a business trip. So. Yeah.
Oh.
It's about Casper, it's not about Shan.
Well, that is what
Shan
it's
and
all about.
Like when we first started. I met her in China, so we had a long distance relationship. It's been a long time, so it sucks being away from her. Don't get me wrong, but Casper, I've never. Well, neither of them actually. It just sucks.
It just sucks.
You're buddies.
But
you're all alone.
That's the bitter part. The sweet part is that I am back, and then Saturday I get to see so many people. So thank you to everybody that stopped in and said hello. It was awesome. We had fun.
Good.
Janice is on, Linda's on, Maria's on, Shara's on, Louise is on.
So good morning. Tony just did the list. Janice, Linda, Maria, Char, Louise. All right. The crew is here.
Good morning to all of you.
And RJ
so far.
and Denise are on.
RJ, Denise. Good morning, guys.
RJ,
Instagram. You might have met RJ. No, unless you came to a Tula Club. He comes on our Tula Clubs. Very talented, amazing bags. So.
And Bonnie says hello from YouTube.
Hey, Bonnie on YouTube. Awesome.
Wow, you're all over the place.
Yeah. Hopefully it stays working. I'm back. I don't want to jinx it. Don't put it in the air, but.
That's right, because we had 2 days where nothing bad happened, didn't we?
Who knows? Like and share,
we have
right?
A roll going.
Tony's not here, so I got to remember to do it.
That's right.
Thumbs up, heart, share with a friend. It does wonders. We appreciate it. Before we dive in, I'm all decked out in my China swag. You notice this?
Oh.
Tony's right. It feels like my first day at school. It's awesome. I even got my nice new cup.
Oh, wow.
It's fun.
That is very incredible.
It's pretty, isn't it? It's very gaudy, but I mean, that was the point.
Okay, so how do you drink out of that?
You take the top off. Cups work the same way in China as they do in America.
Don't mock me.
You hold it sideways and then just dip your head underneath it. Yeah, you just take the top off.
Oh, nice.
That's a cool.
That's very special.
It is special. Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Denise. All right. Let's see. I got my sticky notes, but I left off this. So let's do that first so I don't forget. How about it?
What is that?
So this is our cash pig drawing. So just in case you have no idea what we're talking about, anytime you come into the shop and you pay with cash, you get your name on a little ticket. And then at the end or beginning of every month, we do a drawing for a gift card.
And here we are at the beginning of the month, and my name's not in there this time.
So we're going to let you draw.
And we just finished the get to, if you remember the special word.
We're going to do it again.
The secret word was partay, right?
That's right.
So if you, it was last week's. You can still say it to us, but it doesn't do anything.
I have one for this week.
Okay, cool. When do we announce the
right now
secret word? Oh, okay. Well, stay tuned for this week's secret word.
Okay.
And then when you come in and you're paying cash and you mention the secret word, then you get double ticket, right? I love that.
Yeah.
That's something you guys came up with while I was gone. So, all right. So this last month's Cash Pig drawing winner is...
Just trying to make sure it gets somebody interesting here. Anna F.
Oh, Anna.
Is that Anna? Anna. Hey, Anna, I don't think she's ever won.
Yay!
Hey!
That's a great thing.
Congratulations, Anna. That's awesome. Yeah, it's got to be Anna.
Yeah. Her last name.
That's fantastic. I was looking before I did that to you. I was looking to see if Sam's name was like sitting on top. Let's shake that up. All right, fantastic. Congratulations, Anna. That's awesome. Yes, I don't think she's ever won. Well, sweet.
Well, that's good. So she can come in, or does she?
We'll call her and let her
Okay,
know in
yeah,
case.
so
I
she
don't
had
know. Well, no, she follows. She's pretty active on Facebook, so.
Mhm. And I saw she has a local number, so she's here in the area.
Oh yeah, she's not far. Yeah, she was here Saturday, saying hello. It was great.
Congratulations, Anna. You can thank me anytime.
Okay, so on my sticky note, which Tony made fun of, I caught that while I was over there. But she's right. I have it and rarely use it.
No, she has a notepad, but she does use her notepad.
I know. So on sticky notes there. So right here, sewing for charity party.
Mhm.
Whoop, whoop. Yes, you in the
It's
back.
July 1st. What month is it?
It's July 1st. It's Christmas in July is where she's going. So I'm not dressed very festive.
And,
You're
neither
in
am
blue,
I.
but look, you
You're
match our new
white.
Christmas line. I am wearing white. That's true. So Halloween in June, or our June Spooktacular Jamboree just ended, and now we're starting Christmas in July. That didn't make it onto my sticky note. See,
I know, that's why.
thank you, Tony. So what does that mean? Well, all of our Christmas fabrics on sale. That's what it
Okay.
means. And we're
Good
going to have
start.
some specials and some fun stuff coming up,
Mhm.
so stay tuned. But yeah, all of our Christmas fabric is 15% off all month long. And then I guess stay tuned for any specials that we're going to do.
Yeah.
Tony and I are going to talk about some things. So we're going to have some fun because it is time. You guys you already know this, but you got to start prepping for Christmas gifts and
That's
projects
right.
and things
That's
like that. So come in and take advantage. Congrats, Anna, on your win. Yes, fantastic. Okay, and then what I was saying was sewing for charity parties this month as well, and that's on the 27th. So we're doing Project Linus.
Yes.
Yep, Project Linus is back, which is awesome. So
And that's
please.
the pillowcases?
Quilts.
Quilts, okay, sorry.
Quilts for kids in the hospital. Yeah, you know what? It's all for
It
good
all works
causes.
out, yeah, it works out,
Yeah.
yeah.
We are a drop-off center for Project Linus year round, but we always love it when we get together and have these sewing for charity parties. You guys come and donate your time and your skills, and it's all for a good cause, and we have just an awesome time. So that's on the 27th. Also, our scissor sharpener will be back on the 27th as well. Yep.
Yes.
So he made a change because I always say he'll sharpen anything except saws, but I don't think he's doing yard tools anymore.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI. Oh yeah.
One time
For
you
3 years we've been saying bring your yard tool. Something along, but he's still pinking shears for sure, kitchen knives, all the antique scissors that you guys are keeping around. He'll sharpen any of those things. So that's on the 27th. Also, Fiber Play Club. Is that the right name?
Fiber Play Club, yeah.
It was an art club. Hey, I love the name. I just couldn't remember what it was. But it was art club, and then I like the idea of fiber play, playing with fiber, playing with whatever it is that you want to play. So that is on the 11th. Is that right? I didn't write the date.
Thursday. Second Thursday.
Second Thursday of every month. All right, fantastic. So
that sounds really interesting to me, but I guess I heard you saying that you're not really quite sure what direction that's going to go in. You're waiting for people to sort of.
you've met once or twice?
We've met once.
Met once. I wasn't there for that meeting, obviously. So unfortunately, I don't know. The thing with all of our clubs is it depends on the people that show up. What do you guys want to get out of this?
We're going to do ink tents.
Ink tents.
We're going to talk about that and how that works.
Fantastic. So most likely, if I had to guess, because I wasn't there, tell me if I'm wrong, but each week or each month, we're going to powwow, bring show and tell, and inspire each other. And then it sounds like ink tents. We'll probably discuss, like, what do you guys want to talk about, or what do you want to feature next month? And ink tents,
So
color
ink
pencils
tents is
are
next
awesome.
month?
This month.
Yeah,
July.
this month. So the pens that work for fabric, which are just really fun to use.
We actually did a little demo here. So
Yes.
I love that we're using that because that is absolutely par
Great
for the
idea.
course for that. And again, the word play is key here for me. We're literally getting together and hanging out and playing and just having fun, inspiring. There's no rules, no patterns. You know what I mean? Traditional quilters are welcome, especially if you want to dabble in a different medium or something like that. So It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. I went and saw. There's an art show, and I don't know the name of the place. Shame on me.
Grand.
It's across from Grand Haven.
Oh, yeah.
It may be called Grand Haven.
I think it's
But
called Grand
went and saw Emma and Christina. An awesome show. Great space.
And were one of those the ones that came here for and did a demonstration?
So Christina came. She's Sakwa. So she
Yes.
came and did that. Yeah, absolutely. And you've met Emma.
Emma came to the club.
She's been here a bunch of times. So
Mhm.
she's definitely a friend of the shop. They both are. But it was just their work was phenomenal. It was a great show. The other artists were killer. So it was just a really cool fiber art show. It was awesome, and it's up all month. So I highly recommend you go support
Oh,
that.
okay.
Support local artists for sure.
So that is is that Old Kings Road?
No, it's Corbin.
Yeah.
My apologies. I actually shared yesterday in Facebook, so you guys can find it or call me and I can get you the information. But then I'll tell you. But it's across from Grand Haven. Awesome show. It was really cool to see local artists doing such high caliber work.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Notes. Check. Christmas in July. See, I had Christmas in July on there. Look at that.
Good job. Good job.
You doubted me.
You're coming together here.
You know what I mean? It's been a while. Okay, so let's do the fabric so we can clear some space. And then I think I'll sit. Well, let me get this out of the way.
Okay.
What is this?
Whatever you
Do
like.
you know what this
It's
is?
binding.
That's right. So we showed this, a few months ago. And we do have some other colorways coming in. One of them has some really cute writing. I can't remember which ones we ordered. But the idea is that it's a cheater bolt, basically. And you can see if I hold it up, it's binding. And you've got two different
So
sizes, I
Sizes,
guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
And so the entire bolt is just strips, and it's got the scissor marks, and so it's a cheater bolt, which is awesome. I just wanted to remind people that we have this because, I think you might be talking about binding a little bit.
Just
so
briefly,
I figured,
yes.
just briefly.
Mhm.
Okay. So just a friendly reminder, we do have this, and we are working on getting other colorways in because I get it. That's very purple, which we love purple. But if your quilt's not purple, then that won't work.
That's
for it.
right. It's really, whenever I see that, I think that's really cool. I should make a quilt to go with that.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
Inspiration. Thank you, Denise. Journey, a textile art exhibition, and it's at Colbert at Grand Living Building.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you,
All right.
Denise.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And it's all month long.
Mhm.
Yeah, it goes until August something, but I was just being safe by saying it is all month.
Okay.
Like I want to say the 11th, but don't quote me on that. But yeah, you've got time. So this entire month is up.
That should be really fun to see. And that, if you're trying to figure out what about the club, going to that gives you an idea of some of the things that you can aspire to, or get, just kind of give you an idea of what fiber art's all about.
Well, absolutely. I mean, I went to support our friends, but also just to get ideas, to get inspired. And you look at some of the stuff and you go, "Oh, yeah, that's cool. I can take that little bit and incorporate it into this."
Exactly.
So, and there was 3D, there was sculptures there. It was awesome. It was really cool. I honestly thought it was going to be very small, maybe just a couple pieces. So I was pleasantly surprised. It was awesome.
All right. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
And since it's Christmas in July, Christmas fabric's coming in. So behind Joann is one of the panels, which I hope the camera does it justice. It is just classy, elegant, just beautiful.
Just really cute.
It is really cute. I absolutely love it.
And if you can't see them, obviously there's Santa there, but he's got the polar bears with him. He's got all kinds of little animals, little penguin. Now we know that this is not geographically accurate, but it's just a lot going on. Cute little bears and a bunny and
a bunny, a seal, what they told me is not a ferret.
Some little unidentified animal here.
It's really pretty. And then this is the second panel, which Tony, you'll have to tell me if you can see that in the camera.
Yeah, part of it.
Which direction should I go? This
That
way?
way, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be
the little village. You pull it up, you'll have the little train.
It's really pretty.
Yeah, it's cool. It doesn't show the right colors, but it's Very cool blue.
It's a cool blue.
not a yellow
It's
blue.
a traditional feel, but I love that it has the blues in it.
Blues instead of the bright reds and greens. And this is the perfect size. It's silly. Perfect size. I'm not very creative, so
You need to come to the fiber art.
I guess I do. So I'm not very creative, but I immediately see kind of neat little tape placemats. for your
Placemats.
table.
I think we were talking about pillowcases.
Pillowcases, yes,
Yeah.
that would be good too. So lots of little fun things you can do with this. This is awesome.
It is awesome. It's really pretty. And then the coordinating fabric is also, I can
Gotta
hold
practice
it. You can
too.
see. Well, yeah, sorry.
Oh, and this is all presents.
Yeah, this is, you know what? When I first saw that, I was like, man, that is very gold. But I tell you, if
Yes,
you
it
look
is.
at the little hints of gold in
Mhm.
all of these, it really complements it well.
And that one, the one that Tony's holding now, I don't know if you can really appreciate it. It's a little town. It has houses and trees
Did you
and
see
roads.
the little golden retrievers on the porch somewhere?
The little snowman too.
Just really,
It's really cute.
Really cute.
It's like an ice spike.
Good morning, Tris. Good morning, Barbara.
Reindeer.
Thank you,
here.
Denise. August the 10th. So it goes all the way through August the 10th, the gallery.
And snowmen. You're into
Snowmen.
snowmen. That's where they are.
If you want snowman, we got you covered. Yeah, I love that line. That's just one of a few lines that came in for the Christmas in July. Started it off. And also, speaking of July, is this full by any chance? Okay, cool. Bonnie, who's looking at us, so we got to make sure we talk really nice about her. And we talked about this at study hall, but I'm just super excited that we actually get to
You
have
want to
this
step in and
class.
be on front of the camera? She wants to be on front of the camera.
Oh, do you? Well, come on. I wasn't going to put you on the spot. Okay.
I don't need to be right there.
Okay.
I wanted to communicate that I think that people are think
yeah,
that
get her in.
that the supply list is overwhelming.
Oh, you think that people think the supply list is overwhelming?
I think, yeah, I've been informed.
Hey,
So I'm like, well, I want to clear that up.
I can't
So,
imagine. Well, okay.
Because it can look overwhelming if you're not familiar with going and buying lattice wood and crochet cotton and all that.
I see what
So
you're saying.
a lot of the things that I have collected are shareable things. I am pre-prepping the star cut
Okay.
up so that the first time you do it, you won't be using your own fabric. You'll just be using test fabric that I'm providing so people can learn how to do it. It's really, and it's not difficult, step by step. All you're going to need to show up at the class with is your background fabric, your different greens, and we can share those, and some brown for the first class. Eventually you'll need your backing fabric and your batting. And when you pick your background fabric, you probably want enough for your binding, and you are going to be putting a sleeve on the back, so you need a little bit more than that. So I can't tell you the yardage, but it's easy to figure out. It's based on the size of your quilt.
Okay.
So all this crochet thread, that's one spool. We can all share it. I have it. I bought the lattice wood. I have enough for 8. I have picture hangers. You don't need to bring the drill and the drill bit. You do need an even feet or a walking foot for your machine. That is important, but you don't need that the first day. I bought some snaps. I bought some hook and eyes. I have steel crochet hook, size 10 and size 1. The buttons that you eventually want to get, maybe you have some in your own collection, but the buttons don't need to be all sparkly.
I mean, they
Because
should be.
That's
but they
I was
don't.
thinking
Because-
makes it look pretty.
when you put your ornaments on here, because that's what you're making this for, so that you don't have to put up a tree and you could just hang your ornaments there. The ornament is going to be the decoration, and the button's not going to matter. So the 4-hole and the 2-hole are much better than the shank ones. So keep that in mind if you're collecting buttons out of your button collection, or if you're going out and buying any buttons. I don't have a whole bunch of those, so that's something that you'll want, but you don't need that for the first day. The first day, we're just going to share some greens if we want to.
It's a great opportunity to fabric swap
Mm-hmm.
for sure.
So I just wanted to make sure that people were not put off by the
Well,
amount of things on the list. The amount of things on the list is what you need to finish the quilt.
if you
But-
want it to look exactly like this, maybe they don't want as many. You know, I think I'm glad that you're saying this, but at the same time, you know, to part of the supply list is to finish it, to hang it.
Right.
So, you know,
So,
Don't let it overwhelm you.
I
I
have
totally
I
get what
have
you're
the wood. When I went to Home Depot to get one, so I would have a example to show. They already had a bunch already cut short. It's like I'll just grab the whole 8 of them that I need. And then once again, this is 1.5 inch strips, and you can also make it 2.5 inch strips so that it's life size. So it goes Florida however you want it.
that's awesome. Well, thank you for clarifying. See, supply list is not scary. Whoever told you that. I'm excited. I am excited because I can't remember. I guess it was a year ago that you showed it to us, and I was like, yes, I want to do this class. So I'm so happy. Thank you for agreeing to do that, Bonnie.
Coming in this morning.
And for coming in. That's even better. Yeah. Yeah. And you're very talented. So I'm glad that people get a chance to learn from you, truthfully. Okay. Christmas in July. Did I get everything?
Yeah.
New fabric?
Sure. Say hi to people.
Good morning. A bunch of people. Hi, Nina. Hey, Barbara. Brenda, Jody, Wendy. All right.
Sam and Veronica are on Instagram.
Well, hi, Sam and Veronica on Instagram. I love it. It's a party. Nina, I don't think your floor is completely done, but it looks like it's getting closer. So congratulations.
Floor.
Oh, it's a whole thing. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. She's been living under construction, and yeah,
Oh,
but,
never fun.
yeah,
Never
but she's getting
fun.
all new, sweet,
It looks nice.
a whole bunch of stuff,
It looks nice.
floors and stairs, and it looks great.
Wants
So,
a panel.
who wants a panel? What's
Nina.
that? Nina wants a panel. You got one. We'll save one for you. And speaking of Nina, it's filling up already in October.
Mhm.
I don't think it's full, but it's getting
Yeah,
close.
really close,
Really
yeah.
close. So Nina Clotfelter is coming back. Woo-hoo!
Whatever.
And we'll definitely have her on live to talk as it gets closer. But again, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but classes, we're back to that. It's filling up. So register early. And again, hit the wait list button if it's full and you still want to take it, because life happens.
That's right.
Okay, gotta go quick. Here, let's see here. So, Arrow, you have 2 days, today and tomorrow. Last 2 days to come in and scan the QR code and enter to win this. Basically, it's just a big old setup. You get the Kangaroo and Joey, which is my personal favorite cabinet. The Kookaburra, which is a cutting table, a chair. Like it's a setup. It's a dream setup. It's a sewing room, absolutely. So come in. It costs nothing to sign up to register to win. So we like people winning in our shop. So please come take advantage of this.
Okay.
Also, the Eleanor table, which I wish I had a way to show you guys, but it is Arrow's electric lift table. We talk about it all the time. We show it all the time. It's been on sale, and there's also a bundle that comes with it with a nice. It's a cutting mat, but it's also an ironing pressing pad. Is that the right? So we've created a bundle. Arrow created a bundle, so you get that for free when you purchase the Eleanor. We only have 2 left, so just FYI, people have been taking advantage of that. It's probably my favorite setup if you don't have space for a table, or if you don't care. If I like that I can stand and sit.
Mm-hmm.
Legs get tired, back starts hurting. So
Yeah.
the Eleanor, and then come in and register. That's what I got listed for Arrow. Janome financing, seriously good financing. So just a friendly reminder, if you're in the market, if you've been considering it, come in and talk to us, because Janome has done some really good financing promos. And we are trying to pass those savings along.
That's right. Janome looks good too. I must admit.
So sewing and quilting machines, I mean, they're beasts. They're amazing. And if you haven't had a chance to sit down and play with the ASR, just if you've never used a stitch regulator, I just encourage you, no sales pitch, I just encourage you to come play with it, because some people don't need it, don't want it, but then other people go, oh, that's what's been missing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, some people
So-
really find that as a game changer in there.
Absolutely. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to mention before I shut up. It's been a while,
For a
right?
month, right?
It's been a while. I just figured
All
I
she
wasn't-
brought was a
Yeah.
piece of paper.
She knew she would have.
So this is not the actual item, just FYI before I get into this, but so many people have come in and seen the Acu quilt setup that we have. And when you run the die through the machine, sorry, I didn't bring the cord. We have this nice support table piece here, and it holds the die from falling and bending and all that other stuff. And people have been constantly asking, can we buy this? Will you sell it? Blah, 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 blah. And so apparently AccuQuilt listened, because now they are actually making one.
Nice.
And what's nice is it's actually, it has the same finish as your machine. So it looks much nicer than this. Size wise, length wise, it's probably about the same. So can the camera see this all right?
A little bit.
The visual. Essentially, it's going to be just an extension that you put in front of or next to your cutter, and then when the die comes out, it's
nice and
support. Yeah. So it's called the AccuQuilt die. Can't read my writing. Catcher.
Catcher, yes.
Okay, die catcher. That would make sense.
The die catcher.
It's the die catcher. So you can pre-order it. They are not shipping them yet, but they are shipping them soon. And I guarantee you the first set is going to sell out fast, and you're going to have to wait probably a handful of months to get it again. So roughly looking at like 145, 150-ish, something like that. If you pre-order, you get $20 off at least. I don't know the exact price, but I know that you get a much better deal if you pre-order it. So if you're interested, give us a call or come in and see us.
Okay.
We'll take pre-orders.
Yeah, we're taking pre-orders now. And I'll have Tony and I'll look for sure. We'll confirm the actual price, but basically you're probably looking around 125-ish, which honestly, it's worth every penny. This is awesome. And people constantly, they've always been asking for it. So I love that AccuQuilt finally did that. Good job, AccuQuilt.
Okay. Listening to people's needs, that's always a good thing. Are you done?
Maybe. Oh, baby lock event. We'll talk more about that on Saturday, but I'm just going to keep saying that. Baby lock event.
August 30th.
August 30th and 31st. Embroidery, baby lock, top of the line machines, entry level machine. It's embroidery. Baby lock embroidery. It's going to be a hands-on 2-day event, but it's actually just 1-day event, just two separate times. So I shouldn't say 2-day event.
So each day is the same thing.
The same thing. Gives people two opportunities.
Okay.
And 2 different groups of people. So it'll be a Friday, Saturday, right? So some people can't do Friday, so we got it on Saturday. Okay. But we're excited to do that because we haven't had a baby lock focused only event yet. No. I don't think ever we have. Yeah.
That sounds like fun though. So you get to try out or
absolutely. And you will rotate. You will play on the entry level embroidery only machine, and then you'll play on the top of the line. We want you to see all of them because not everybody needs the top of the line. Not everybody knows what the top of the line has either. So, but it is embroidery focused. So we just want people to see how good baby lock is with the embroidery, and we're going to learn and have some fun, and it's going to be a party. So now
you're done.
For now. Okay. I love it when companies and shops listen to their customers. Absolutely, Nina, you're right. There's storage in the unit also. Denise? Boy.
She needs to be on.
She
said she would
You just want to start coming on Mondays?
She did say she wanted to do it.
Thank you, Denise. I guess there's probably storage underneath.
Right. Well, I think it opens up or something.
Fantastic. How do you know more than we do? Well,
like there's a drawer under there. Oh, that's nice.
I can't wait for it to actually be in so we can see it and show you guys. But if you want one,
order now.
In the first round, get it now. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You sure?
I don't want to step on any toes.
No toes to be stepped on. Please, the floor is yours.
Well, I just figured that that Josh would have so many words to say this week that I would. I didn't want to bring anything that was going to spend a lot of time with it. I just wanted to bring something simple. And so that Josh would have the floor for as long as he wanted. So what I found was I was cruising through the internet the other day, and I found this chart. And it's this really cool little chart. It's called the Geeky Bobbin's Magical Rainbow of Binding. And
that's great.
Can you see that? For the most part. This is a download, a free download off of the internet. And what it does is it tells you how much binding you need. So let's say, and it's already marked out here as a sample.
It's a cheat sheet. Go a little bit closer.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
There we go.
So if you look up here, there's numbers up here and numbers down there. Those are the sizes that you would put in for your quilt. So if one side of your quilt was 55 inches and the other was 50, as you can see they've outlined here, you would just you would use those two numbers, and that would bring you down to a number down here. And the number down here tells you that you need 220 inches of binding. Well, I don't know about you, but trying to figure out how many strips, 220 inches is more than I want to deal with.
Yeah.
So then what you do is you find this, you have it's light blue here, and you go over to the light blue section here, and it says, it gives you another set of numbers, 2, 2 1/4, 2 1/2. Obviously the width that you might want to cut your binding. So you go down, you're in light blue here, you're in light blue there. You let's say you want to do 2 1/2. You'd go over to where it says 2 1/2, and that's the number of strips that you would need to finish your quilt. So it's just kind of a neat little thing. You download it, put it in a little plastic cover, put it by your cutting table so that you have it when you're going to cut binding, and you're set. And that way you really don't have to figure out anything other than measuring the sides of your quilt.
It has yardage.
I love that. Geekybobbin.com.
Mm-hmm.
Geeky Bobbin's Magical Rainbow of Binding.
That's right. So if you look up, you can look up Geeky Bobbins, or you can look up Magical Rainbow of Binding. Either one of those will get you to the site that
Binding cheat sheet. I've never heard of Geeky Bobbin. That's cool.
Yeah, she does some
Patterns. So you said, oh, very cool. I love that. So just curious with binding, is it
and this
what-
works for either straight or bias. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh. Well, what are you guys what size binding do most of you? I'm asking people watching as well. Do you stick to the same? Because the last binding class you had this really big binding.
You can do
And
a
I was
wide
like, this
binding.
is cool.
Yeah, you can do
Maybe it
a
wasn't
wide
that big,
binding.
but it was
Yeah, and that's different. That you choose by how wide you want your binding. I think the typical, if you're looking at
2.5?
something like this,
Yes,
it's
2
2.5 or 2 1/4.
right.
If I'm hand binding, if I'm sewing it onto the back and sewing it onto the front, turning it to the back and sewing it by hand, I'll do 2 1/8. So it just kind of depends upon what you like and what you want to do. For machine binding, I tend to use 2 1/2, but
Yeah.
you can use 2 1/4 too there.
I was just curious. Does everybody pretty much use 2 1/2? And the reason I was asking is because I just thought about this strip here, and so a lot of people will use this strip cutter for
cut their
binding,
binding.
but it's a 2 1/2 inch finish.
But they do have 2 1/4.
They do have 2 1/4. Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, so it's it's always nice to use the AccuQuilt for your.
2 1/2. Yeah. Well, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
But that big binding you showed me, I was like, now that's cool.
Mm-hmm. That is cool. That is really fun. I have not gotten the quilt yet to put that on, but I'm looking forward to it. It should be fun to do.
Yeah, that binding class, it was full, wasn't it? I mean, filled up pretty quick. So I have a feeling people are going to ask for that one again at some point.
Okay.
Binding is one of the, if not the most requested or questioned.
Yeah, and I think what
Topics.
was really fun about teaching that class is there were several people in that class who just said, I'm afraid of doing binding. They have like 3 quilts at home that they've never bound that are all ready to be bound. They're just, they just didn't want to ruin their quilt by putting the binding on. And the neat thing was that by the end of that class, several people had actually finished it, at least one, if not more, and were happy with their binding. That particular class, I was really teaching mainly how to do it by machine, but you can always do it by hand as well.
How many people use a serger?
I think there was one person in there that serged their edges. I'm not a serger for. I
Just
don't
to
have a
put it
serger.
on and then you fold it and then you use the sewing machine. I saw it at Baby Lock Tech last year and I was like, oh. And then the only quilt that I've ever actually finished, I put the with serger. I'm a child. Immediate gratification, instant gratification. You know what I mean? So I was like, this is faster. It's easier. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Yes, I use strip. Yeah, most people said 2 1/2. There was a couple 2 1/4s.
There's a couple, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Fantastic. Geeky Bottoms.
Right. Remember that Geeky Bobbins. I don't know how you can forget Geeky Bobbins. That's such a catchy name.
I know, it's good. That's it? You really did think I was going to talk a lot.
I did.
I
was
did talk
pretty
a lot. It's
convinced
almost.
that- I was convinced that
You weren't wrong. Just to be fair. I talked for 30 minutes. But honestly, I'm happy to be back. So, and there's a lot going on. I mean, there's always a lot going on, but I'm excited for, June in theory and in the past has been like the quiet month. In July as well. It's summertime. A lot of people are, traveling, vacation, things like that. But our classes have not stopped.
Yeah,
the
it's
ladies,
kind of amazing.
well, the ladies, Tony, you guys have done an awesome job at keeping things happening in the shop. And that's the thing. We know not everybody is retired, but we also know that some people are here and they're not going on vacation. So we aren't either. Well, I mean, I did, but you know what I mean? We don't all go at the same time. We're still open.
I'm beginning to think that the population in Palm Coast is changing too, because I know when we moved in, which was really only 2 years ago, there were a lot of people who were only here for the winter
Snowbirds.
months. Yeah, and then they'd leave. But I think more and more people are just here all the time.
I don't blame them.
Yeah,
They go up north and they're like, you know what? Palm Coast is pretty sweet. I think I might just stay down there.
that's right.
And I don't blame you. Come on
That's
down.
right. And the humidity gives you plenty of time to sew.
That's exactly right. We got AC. Come on.
That's right.
I'm not one of those people. I mean, I haven't been here long enough to be one of those people technically, but you hear so many people like, ugh, so many people are moving to, and I'm like, come on down.
Yeah.
Can you blame them? We're here. You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
You can't be mad at somebody for coming. It's great
No.
down here.
I don't know. I must admit, I was one of those people that when I moved in, I thought everybody else should stop moving in because it gets more crowded. But
Yeah. So, not to keep talking about China, but I mean, we were talking about it earlier. I will never complain about traffic in America, anywhere in America. Like we have it so good here. I had to wait 15 minutes to go 5,
to go 5
whatever.
miles, yeah.
It's like, come on,
Well,
we're gonna be fine.
I
Leave a
will
little bit
admit-
early.
I will admit, coming from Southern California, it's going to be a long time before Palm Coast.
I know.
It bothers me.
I get that it's changed and it's getting more crowded, so I understand. But I love it down here.
Yeah.
And so do everybody else. So keep coming down, and we're going to keep cranking out the classes and having fun. So,
So there's a reason to be here.
there is a reason to be here.
That's right.
That's right.
Okay, code word for this week: Santa. And you don't have to say it funny.
You can, but
You
you
can.
don't have to.
Santa. Santa is the code word. If you come in and you pay with cash, right? You have to be getting the cash ticket already. Yeah. Okay. So if you come in, when you come in, and you pay with cash, if you say the code word Santa, you'll get 2 Cash Pig tickets, and then you can win like Anna.
That's right. Well, maybe.
You can win like Sam
Or Joann.
and
Or
Anna
Joann.
or Joann. All right.
Everybody's a winner.
It's awesome to be back. If I haven't seen you yet, please stop in. I'm not here tomorrow. I'm back to my normal schedule, but please stop in and say hello, even if it's just for a second. I missed you guys. So I'm happy to be back.
And we're happy to have you.
Awesome. Well, live to create.
And
Oh.
there's Joann.
She did this all night.
I watched it the whole time. Hold on.
There's joy in the journey of quilting. So have a good time with it.
There it is. All right. It works. See you guys. That's so